Sometimes we teachers are going to ask you to do some math work on MobyMax. Today's video is going to show you how to log in and also how to solve some common login problems. So your first step is to get to the MobyMax website. Some of you will have this icon on your iPad. It has a whale on it. Sometimes the whale is blue, sometimes it's green, and then it might say Moby or MobyMax underneath. If you have that, you can just tap, right, and it will take you to the MobyMax website, hopefully. But some of you might not have that, and it's not a problem because MobyMax, again, is not an app. It's just a website. So to get there, all you have to do is go to Safari. If you're in my homeroom, your Safari will be down here. If you're in one of the other homerooms, you might have to find your Safari app. And then once you tap on Safari, it probably won't bring you to the MobyMax website, so you might need to go to the address bar to get there. And you're going to tap in MobyMax, and you have to spell it correctly or the internet will not know what you mean. So make sure, if you need to, you pause the video right now and write down how to spell mobymax.com. And when you're ready, then you would tap Go. That will bring you to MobyMax's main page, and you're going to tap Sign In. Now, this MobyMax is taking me right to a username and password page. You may not get here first. What I wanted you to see is one of the common mistakes that happens. Sometimes kids end up at the wrong school. So this says Templeton Elementary, and we're not Templeton Elementary. So if you're having trouble signing in, one of the things to check is, are you trying to sign into the correct school? If it's not, like me, then you're going to tap Change School. Sometimes when you hit that sign-in screen, like I did a few moments ago, it will actually bring you straight to this page. This iPad already knows that I've been playing around with Moby, and so it skipped this page. But a lot of times you'll come straight to this page. You need to tell Moby what school you're in. So you can choose to either type in the whole name, Mary Woodward, and then tap Find. If you choose to do that, you have to spell Mary Woodward correctly or MobyMax won't know what you're talking about. Or you can do the school code, which is nice because it's shorter. Our school code is OR715. Once you tap that, then you can go ahead and hit Go. Another common mistake that people make when logging into MobyMax is they end up on this screen. And they go ahead and they type in their email and they type in their password, and then MobyMax won't let them sign in. And they come to me and they say, Miss Krebs, MobyMax isn't working. It's not letting me sign in. And I say, well, that's because you're trying to sign in as a school administrator. You're not a school administrator, so it's not going to work. You need to sign in as a student. So those are the two most common mistakes and problems when signing into MobyMax. Make sure you're signing in as a student, right? Read these words and look at what's underlined. Also, make sure your school says Mary Woodward Elementary. Once you are sure both of those things are correct, then you can put in the username and password that your teacher shared with you. I'm going to hide my iPad for a moment and put in my username and password, and you get to stare at my lovely carpeting. Isn't it gorgeous? Just kidding. All right. Once you're in Moby, you may end up on a screen like this or a different screen. What you want to make sure you do is tap the books. The books will get you here, which is where you're going to access the lessons that we want you to do. I'm going to tell you that 99% of the time we are going to say, please do Moby Math. That's the green one right there. This is the math that's going to have you practice third grade appropriate things. Sometimes I have kids do other math things on Moby, picking some of these other apps, and they're a little too easy. If the app you're doing is asking you to count to 5, you know that's not third grade appropriate, and that is not the right one to be in. So please tap Math if you're doing a school assignment. Now, if you're on your free time and your parents said, hey, why don't you go into Moby and do some learning, and it's not a school assignment for your teacher, then we are okay with you trying out any of these other activities, okay? So on your own time, you might find some challenge stuff in here or some other ways to stretch your brain, and that is great. But when you're doing an assignment for your teacher, please do the green math. You'll tap on that, and then it will give you questions to work on. All right, I hope you enjoy your Moby time, and we'll talk to you soon.